Are we happy? Oh, Diddy. Oh, Diddy. You need a haircut. What, Billy? What are you talking about? There goes Roxy. What are you doing? Whoa. We need to cut this yard. Honey, Haley, Roxy runs 99. We gotta go inside and get other dogs some food. So I have to let Roxy eat out here by herself because she'll like hog all the dog food and growl at the other dogs. So she has to be on her own out here while she eats. And I've had to actually keep her out most of the time. She actually loves to be outside. And she gets anxiety really bad if I've kept her inside too long. And she'll just like tear things up. So for 80% of the time she's out here. And I know this place is a mess. I gotta clean it. Hey everybody, how are you doing? Sorry I don't look cute. I'm just over here at my mom's feeding the dogs. So, I don't usually share like, I mean, I know I'm very open on my channel, but I don't usually share like my struggles and stresses, but I just feel like I want and need to share what's going on. So, as most of you know that watch my channel, if you're already subscribed, my mom did pass away here in her home in December, right before Christmas, so that's been hard. Let's just say life has been weird. Life's been weird for all of us since this thing has been going on in the world. So life has just been crazy. So I just recently, as many of you know, went on a little trip for about 7 or 8 days. And let me let the other dogs out. I was looking rough in that lighting, so let me just be in here. This is the laundry room, okay? Okay, so I was on vacation for the past week. So my brother's been living here at my mom's house. He was living with my mom before she passed away. He was living here for like the past 6 months. He's never been really responsible. He's always kind of dependent on my mom. My mom always bought his food. He didn't have to pay rent, you know, stuff like that. I've never talked about a family member like this before, but I just got to tell you what's going on because it's not right. And I think a lot of you will agree that it's not right. Okay, so while I was gone, I was, you know, how do I say this? I was pretty sure, well, I was 100% sure, or at least I thought, that my brother was going to take care of the dogs. He doesn't like the dogs, honestly. Like, okay, I've got to admit, like, this house is dirty. Some of the dogs are not potty trained, and then my brother goes to school. He's not home all day, so sometimes they do go to the bathroom in the house, and I know that's disgusting. And honestly, do we have too many dogs here? Yes. We currently have 6 dogs here, which is a lot. I actually brought my Chihuahua Bella over here because my husband was complaining. Hey! My husband was complaining about her. So I just brought her over here with all the other dogs. So it's way too much dogs for anybody to have. We do have a huge backyard, but it's a lot to take care of. My mom loved dogs. That's something that made her really, really happy. She always asked me before she passed away if I would, she always made me promise that I would take care of the dogs if something happened to her or when she passed. So I said, yes, of course, I'll take care of the dogs. She's like, please just take care of my babies. So anyway, I go on this vacation for the past week. I was with my sister, just chilling. I just was thinking that my brother at least was feeding them and taking care of them. He was living here, and supposedly was supposed to be paying the bills. The little agreement that we had was he was going to be staying here until May, because in May he was supposed to graduate from college and then go off to Arizona and move there, because that's where his daughter is. But I came here the other day to check on the dogs. I came here on... Hey, Roxanne! Oh, she's barking at another little dog in the window. I came here on Monday. I just had like intuition, because I don't know. I needed to check on the dogs. I missed them while I was gone. And I came over here. There was no food, no water. Roxy, the black dog you see. Hey, Rox! You could tell she had lost weight. Honestly, it looked like they hadn't been fed in a few days. I don't know what happened, but anyway. So I texted my brother and I say, hey, where are you at? And I just thought he was like out running errands. And then a little bit later he texted me and said that he doesn't care about the dogs and they're pigs and it's real nasty to live there. So he left. He just left the house. He left them. He didn't care to feed them. He left them. I don't know how many days they were without food and water. So, oh God, I was so stressed out. I was so like disappointed, so ashamed, because my mom would never want that. Like, okay, he doesn't like dogs, that's fine, but at least respect them, at least feed them while they're here. You know what, since he's living here, he has the privilege to live here, really doesn't have to pay anything except for the electric and water, and that's all he has to pay. And he was supposed to pay that until May. So I came back. The dogs have obviously been, they were so starving when I came back. Like, usually Roxy is excited to see me and jumps all over me and, you know, gives me kisses. But she didn't do that when I came back this last time. She was looking for food and water. And you could tell, I wish I had shown you right when I filmed this, right when I saw it. But you could tell she had lost weight. And the other dogs looked like they had lost weight too. So I don't know how many days he's been gone without feeding them. But anyway, he texted me and he just said, I'm gone. He said, I moved away from there. I don't want to stay in that dirty house anymore with those dogs. And the thing that makes it really bad is not just the fact that he left the dogs without any food and water for I don't know how long. The other thing is that he also left my mom's door unlocked, and we both have keys to her house. He left the door unlocked, so that means anybody could have come in here, and she's got like a really big screen TV and like, you know, some nice things. Anybody could have come in here and stolen something of hers, something, you know, of her, one of her valuables or whatever. So it's like, okay, you don't respect the dogs, you don't really respect mom, and you really don't respect her house because you leave it unlocked. And I asked him, why did you leave it unlocked? And he just doesn't give me an answer. So he said he's still living here in town, in my town, but I don't know where. I really don't care, to be honest. He's living here in my town, but he's waiting to finish his school online, and then he's going to go head off to Arizona. So, y'all, this makes me really stressed out, because that means the house stuff is all on me. My sister lives in Dallas, so she's out of the picture. And then he just chose to walk away from the dogs and walk away from paying the bills until May. So that means the electric and water bill fall on me. I'm not working. I mean, I do have some money in savings. My husband works, and my husband's job has been affected. So we're not making as much money right now. So it's hard, and it's like, I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to move over here now and just kind of take over. Because like I said, these dogs, I mean, 6 dogs need a lot of care. You can't really just leave them. The last couple of days, I've just been following my husband's advice. I just come over here once a day, make sure they're fed. The puppy pads are changed. I play with them for like 30 minutes, and I leave. But to be honest, they really need more care than that. And this house is honestly just, it's crap right now. I mean, the dogs are one thing. Yeah, I will admit, they aren't, sometimes they go to the bathroom in the house, which is disgusting. I know, and I agree with that. But you got to get on top of it, tackle it, and like, they need a lot of care. So I'm thinking of coming over here and moving to my mom's. just to start taking care. And honestly, like, I don't want to do this, but I'm thinking of rehoming a few of these, a couple of the dogs, because honestly, I have 2 kids and plus 6 dogs and a husband. That's a lot for me to take on, and 2 houses. You know, keeping up with the cleaning and stuff at my own apartment plus here. So I'm just kind of confused on what I should do. And I don't know. I just really hope my brother stays gone. I really don't want to have to get rid of any of the dogs. But it's a lot, honestly, for me to take on. And my neighbor's listening to me. And I don't know. I just may have to rehome a couple of the dogs. I mean, I would make sure they were given to good families and stuff. But like I said, and my husband is not really a fan of dogs, so I can't really bring a dog to one of the dogs to my apartment. And he doesn't want to live over here with the dogs because he said they're nasty. So it's like I would just be living over here with me and my girls, and I don't know, that may affect my marriage too. So, but I can't just like give up on the dogs, because like this is the biggest tie to my mom, and I feel like that's my responsibility. So it's all on me. Like, it's either she's panting really. Someone's got to come and take control of this house. My sister's not going to do it. She's far. She's 5.5 hours away. My brother, he doesn't want any responsibility. He's just gone. He's not responsible at all. My mom would be very disappointed if she's looking down knowing that he just walked away while I was on vacation and didn't stop feeding the dogs and just ran away. And not just the fact, but he also left her house unlocked, so somebody could have stolen anything. I mean, you guys, I love my brother, but I don't, what he's done is very shameful. I don't know how many days these dogs have been without food and water. And of course, I'm coming over here once a day. Soon, my kids are going to start to do homeschool soon, so I'm going to need more time with them and to be with them. So, I don't know what to do. I don't want to get a lawyer involved. Oh, by the way, this house was left. This house wasn't in her will. So, like, it's all three of us kids really are entitled to the house, and I don't want to go through a lawyer and like all this stuff. And like, hey, Millie, don't. And oh, by the way, as I was saying, these dogs need a lot of care. It's not like you can just leave them and like just come here once a day. What I've been doing the last few days, you can't really do that because they're like babies. Honestly, they need a lot of care. They need to be let outside to go to the bathroom. If not, they're gonna poop all over the house. Roxy, the big dog, I have to keep her out. She actually enjoys to stay outside. She's got a lot of energy. But of course, like if it's raining or something like that, I would bring her in. And also another thing is, I don't really leave the little dogs when I go back home. I leave the little dogs inside, and the reason I do that is because they're really bad. I don't know what it is with digging holes by the fence. And they've gotten out a few times. My Chihuahua Bella actually got out of a hole. She's really skinny and little. So Bella, my Chihuahua, hey Bella, they just dig holes and then they get out of the fence, and she almost got hit by a car the other day. So I have to have somebody come and repair this fence. The fences here. I have to come and feed them. I have to clean up their poop. I have to give this, plus I need to clean this house. My brother left this house in a wreck. I mean, even despite okay, it's true. The dogs are dirty. They can be dirty. They do cause a mess. They carry around a lot of dirt. But he's not clean either. He leaves beer bottles everywhere. He doesn't clean the dishes, and I just don't think he's entitled to the house. I don't think it's not right, y'all. I'm very confused on what to do. I'm very confused. I'm very stressed. Hey guys, so I am back home now. Thank you for listening to me rant and everything about this subject. And obviously, you probably already know this, but I never claim to be an angel or perfect. I am not. I've made lots of mistakes. So I'm not a perfect individual, of course. Nobody is. And, you know, I've done some things that I regret. But I just, like, feel really disappointed in my brother. And if anybody has any advice on what I should do or what. I just got to make some decisions on if I should move in the house because it needs a lot of work, or what's the best decision. So if anybody wants to advise me, comment, and I will see y'all soon. Y'all take care and be safe. Bye, guys.